Come see us on tour in Hartford, Connecticut, Syracuse, Atlantic City, Levittown, Cohost, Providence, San Jose, Toledo, Ohio. Go to jimmydore.com for tickets. Donald Trump has now voided Joe Biden's pardons. Did you know that?
Oh.
The pardons that Sleepy Joe gave to the Unselect Committee of Political Thugs and many others are hereby declared void, vacant, and of no further force or effect because of the fact that they were done by Autopen. In other words, Joe Biden did not sign them. More importantly, he did not know anything about them. The necessary pardoning documents were not explained to or approved by Biden. He knew nothing about them, and the people that did may have committed a crime. Therefore, those on the Unselect Committee who destroyed and deleted all evidence obtained during the 2-year witch hunt of me and many other innocent people should fully understand that they are subject to investigation at the highest level. The fact is, they were probably responsible for the documents that were signed on behalf without the knowledge of or consent of the worst president in history of our country, crooked Joe Biden. So, well, Trump must have the weekend off from turning the light switches on and off for Israel because now he's back to business.
Shabbos is over.
By the way,
Shabbos?
Doesn't this make everybody who ever used DocuSign over the last few years wonder if it's legit? Right? Just because Joe Biden uses a stick man with a boner as his signature, no reason to doubt his
But it's the same stick man every time.
It is. But here's what Trump said.
We had an Autopen for a president, and we would have been better off if we had, probably. But it looks to me like, that's a big subject. I'm sure you won't ask about that. But the whole subject of Autopen, did he know what he was doing? Did he authorize it? Or is this somebody in an office, maybe a radical left lunatic, just signing whatever that person was? That's not what it's all about. I never use it. I mean, we may use it as an example to send some young person a letter. It's nice, we get thousands and thousands of letters and letters of support for young people, for people that aren't feeling well, etc. But to sign pardons and all of the things that he signed with an Autopen is disgraceful.
Fun fact, did you know that Autopen is Mossad's code name for Trump? I don't know if you knew that. So here's all Biden's pardons. His family members, Dr. Fauci, General Mark Milley, or Milley. I don't know how you say
Milley.
it. January 6th committee. And here's his signatures. There they are. You want to see? So see how they're all exactly the same? Watch.
Mm-hmm.
Boom. Not one. So there it is.
I figured one signature would be at least taller, like taller Biden, but no.
So that's the signature for Biden's family pardon. That's the January 6th committee pardon. That's General Milley pardon. That's Fauci's pardon. It's the exact same thing.
There's nothing weird about that, pardoning your whole family, whether you use an Autopen or not. Your entire family that no one ever heard of all have to be pardoned. What could be weird about that?
Never even heard of them. Never even heard of these members of his family. They're pardoned.
What are they up to?
I mean, how is Joe Biden supposed to keep track of all the pardons he's signing when, he's busy focusing on which button to start his shirt on so it doesn't come out uneven?
Yeah. I don't even think he's capable of that now. Where's he been?
Look at this. Here's the Joe Biden signing executive orders.
Oh, that would have been a better president if that were true.
It's funny, but Biden did sign the presidential pardon for Hunter Biden. It's just about the only one that I could find that wasn't auto-penned. He signed that one.
My boy Hunty.
Really?
Yeah.
He's the best, most smartest guy I know, man. I'm not kidding.
I'm not kidding, man. Hey, you know what?
That is not a joke. That's a straight fact.
So there it is. The signatures of the 7 pardons signed on January. And then here is a reporter. Have you ever used Autopen? Trump did. He actually has used, Obama used it. Trump has used it.
Right. But in fairness, both of them have working brains.
It is a sign of a good father when you show up to sign your own son's pardon. Right?
That's how Hunter should know is, Papa loves you, son. It's not a joke. Bestest, most smartest guy I ever knew.
And you'll make your own determination.
You have criticized President Biden for using Autopen in the last few days. Have you yourself ever used Autopen, sir?
Yeah, only for very unimportant papers. And I don't call them unimportant. If you do letters where people write in and, they'd love to have a response, and we'll write responses, and I'll sign them whenever I can. But when I can't, I, would use an Autopen. But to use them for what they've used them for is terrible.
Yes, sir.
So he goes, for unimportant papers. I don't call them unimportant, even though I just did.
Yeah, but I get what he's. Look, I get what he's saying there.
He's saying if it's not of consequence, such as your son that sat on the energy board of Burisma. Yeah,
and is probably a human trafficker.
The Federal Register has published 177 documents for Trump so far this term. Every one of them with a Autopen.
Well, what are the documents? Are they pardoning someone? Are they pardoning Dr. Fauci, the Mengele of our time? Any of them? Or is the auto sign the thing to deport that guy that shouldn't be deported?
Didn't have Autopens on my bingo card. Yes, President of the United States can use Autopen. The Department of Justice confirmed in 2005 for bills, pardons, not required to be in writing. Same thing. No precedent for undoing pardons when pardon is authorized. Yup. An executive order voiding pardons will end up in court.
She's dodging the issue. It's not the Autopen. It's the fact that his brain doesn't work and he wasn't there the whole time. And we already have established that he didn't know what he was signing. By the way, Jake Tapper, Laura, you're screwing with Jake Tapper's book about how Biden's brain was gone the whole time.
That's right. So
the Autopen plus Biden, his brain has holes in it. It's not because he's old. It's because his brain has holes in it. So that's the thing they're trying to dodge around. And I hope it sticks and they do something terrible to Fauci. So and they won't, but I hope.
So, I'm all for those pardons being voided, but it's going to be tough to prove. I don't think Joe Biden did know what he was signing. I think that's actually true. Trump's right about that. But to prove that, it seems impossible.
Oh, I call Jake Tapper to the stand, author of Biden Didn't Know What He Was Signing, the book.
They're going to bring in Anthony Blinken, and he's going to say, of course, I briefed him on everything he signed. He knew about it.
I would bring in that chick that just went on Patrick Bet Value show and blew up all their spot.
Oh, I didn't hear about this.
Lindsay Lee or something, LI. She's a fundraiser for Democrats.
Oh, Democratic fundraiser. And what did she say?
Yeah, it's great her talking about it. I love watching her talk about it. Jimmy, I've heard at least 5 people tell me Kamala ran a great campaign. Like, I'm not making an exaggeration. They said the thing from the TV like a moron to me. I go, oh, yeah, no, it only cost $1 billion. She got every Diddy Party suspect. That was a bargain. She recreated the Call Her Daddy that talked to his mom, her set. Okay. And then she lost.
And then she lost.
The best, one of the best campaigns I've ever seen run.
Running against Donald Trump, and you still lost. Donald Trump.
It was great, though. But other than that, that's how we had a great war in Afghanistan, Iraq, and all the other wars. Vietnam was... You got to admit that was a great war.
Our sponsors, Colonial Metals Group, helped me with my goal of protecting my financial future. Being at the whim of the stock market or the current administration doesn't make me feel safe or secure, but having a self-directed IRA where I can safely store gold and silver, assets that have stood the test of time, no matter what the economy or the government policies are, makes sense to me. Colonial Metals Group has helped me create a self-directed IRA where I can have direct access to my assets. Let the team of experts at Colonial Metals Group help you protect your family's future. Their level of professionalism and ability to listen make it easy for you to learn everything you need to know about preserving all you've worked for. Maybe you're just getting started, or maybe you're already in a 401k or an IRA, or you're thinking about your parents' retirement. Regardless, Colonial Metals Group can help. We put together a special offer for our audience. Click on the link in the description below or call our special 800 number, and you can receive a safe and up to $7,500 in free silver. That number is 888-910-1419. We love working with Colonial Metals. I chose them when I purchased my gold and silver for my retirement. No matter who you choose to purchase precious metals from, make sure you know the fees up front and what their markup is, and make sure you're getting a competitive price. Come see us on tour in Hartford, Connecticut, Syracuse, Atlantic City, Levittown, Cohost, Providence, San Jose, Toledo, Ohio. Go to jimmydore.com for tickets.